Hello everyone, and welcome back to Star Control 2. We're just about to meet the Supox, I think. Cute little tank guys. Is that a... what is this? Lantanite world. Green stuff. Cool, whatever. I have like so much money.
Greetings, fellow carbon creatures. May your roots always be well watered.
Plants, okay.
I am Captain Ala Lala. We come in peace.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes. We have a strong cultural bond with the Utwig. They have been the foundation around which we have grown our star-faring culture.
Really?
We are not
Interesting.
only allies, but we are also friends. You should go meet with them. They could use some excitement.
They...
You see,
yeah.
they are a little depressed and morose right now.
No
Usually
way.
they're most festive and fun.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Our starship is called the Tender Shoot. We are the Supox Utricularia from Earth. Oh yes, we apologize for the confusion. Our home world is also called Earth. Or
Sure.
more properly, Lick.
Lick?
Which means perfectly good and nutritious dirt. Earth is pretty close, is it not? We learn and we adapt. We are symbionts. Our first step in making friends is always to copy them. This is our idiom.
Okay, little... Sure.
Our kind evolved on a beautiful planet, orbiting the wonderfully green-hued star Roots. From the canopy of the great jungle to the shores of the azure seas, our species has flowered and grown well. Early in our evolution, we adapted to exist in symbiosis with other hardier life, both flora and fauna, who supplied us with nutrients, while we supplied them with reproductive assistance. They broke their Ultron.
Well, you know what the Ultron is. It's this thing.
Cruel, sour trading race who sold the device to the Utwig.
Well, actually,
called the
it's
device
supposed...
the Ultron, and claimed that it would give the Utwig superpowers. Unfortunately, the Utwig believed the Druge and bought the Ultron. However, the device did make the Utwig very happy. Of course, we didn't tell them what we really thought of the Ultron. That they were vapid fools to buy a piece of junk for a planet's ransom. We went along with the falsehood, and in doing so showed our own stupidity. Then, one sad day a few years ago, the Utwig Proctor dropped the Ultron during a particularly energetic and festive ritual.
Uh-huh.
Now the Utwig are morose and depressed. They feel they cannot ever achieve greatness because they lost the powers of the Ultron. They even gave the broken device to us, saying that they couldn't stand the sight of it anymore. We are worried that the Utwig are so depressed that they may use their ultimate weapon. Here, you take the Ultron. Maybe you can do something with it. We thought that if we could get the Ultron working again, it would cheer them up. So, we tried to figure out how to fix the darn thing, or at least get some of the flashing bits working again. But for all the Druge's falsehoods, the Ultron is some kind of artifact, and we could not synthesize the necessary replacement parts. Perhaps on your journeys, you will find the elements necessary to repair
I think I
the
might have
Ultron.
found those
And you
elements.
could give it to the
Given
Utwig,
the...
and maybe they wouldn't be so depressed.
Okay. Does your homeworld have anything interesting to say?
Greetings, fellow carbon creature. May your roots always be well watered. Perhaps a good place to start would be the Druge, since they were the ones who sold it to the Udwig in the first place. Yes, this has been confirmed by our people as well.
Wait, what?
Strange, is it not?
Yeah,
Many
something
of
like
our
that, yes.
people regard this inconsistency as proof of our divine origin. May sunlight and water always fall upon you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Well, that was nice. The Ilrath are moving, the Gunk are moving. Well, okay, well, we have a broken Ultron. Let's take our new fancy device back home, I think. And see if, Captain What's-His-Face has anything to say about it. Or Starbase Commander. Starbase Commander Hayes. You know, I know how things go. And maybe... And then we can... hit the Quasi Portal. Star Map, and then to Centauri. There we go. I remembered which one it was. And then we'll probably head back to the... No, we're pretty close to the Kunkos. Well, meh. We'll deal with them later. We have plenty of time, hopefully. To visit Hayes. Yeah, it's interesting how filled our star system seems compared to a lot of the other star systems.
Ah, Captain, I'm glad
Yes,
you're
hi.
back. I know you're busy, but I've got some news. We've made a formal alliance with the Shimmer.
Awesome!
Their ships can now be built in our shipyard.
Sweet!
Also, the Shofixti have returned. Their ships can now be built in our shipyard. With their vast numbers swelling our ranks, we won't have to worry about running out of able-bodied crew. And I'm sure their volunteers will reduce the cost for new crew.
Fantastic! It's just not much, but, you know, whatever.
Another small load, Captain. Well, I suppose something is better than nothing.
Well, I haven't been... Look, I've been destroying starships and getting money that way.
The analysis reads as follows.
Getting cool things.
Subject, Aqua Helix device. Data, this device is composed of a light blue super hard substance which rates Mohs 13.
That's
The
pretty
object
hard.
is composed of a flat ribbon of homogeneous material approximately 1 meter in length, and it is twisted in a perfect helix. Focused ion and nucleomagnetic scans reveal little about its interior. Summary: unknown design, unknown origin, unknown function.
Gee, thanks.
The next entry in the analysis is subject, Ultron device. We put this thing through every test we've got and came up with the same results as if we used a fork. Nothing, zero, zip. This thing ever functioned, which we doubt. It certainly won't now. Age and physical stress have long since robbed it of whatever mystical powers it might have once had. Summary: in the future, please don't waste our valuable time on junk like the so-called Ultron. That's the end of our scientist's report.
Okay,
We shall await your return, Captain.
we're gonna get Shimmer stuff! Okay, let's go, outfit starship. Top off the fuel. That's what we do when we're here. You get fuel. And shipyard. So we can now get, only costs 1 RU to refill our dudes now. That's so awesome. Let's scrap the Earth Cruiser and see what else we can get here. Like a Shimmer avatar. 42! These things are basically amazing. Let's scrap that Arlulale shit. They're cute, but yes, you can get a Pixie Scout. That's kind of useless. I haven't tried one yet, so I don't know. Mostly I'm interested in avatars. Just kind of want to keep one of each, maybe. Oh, I want to keep 4 slots open. Let's. This is good. This is gonna be awesome. Okay. Okay. Look, we have a flagship in the middle and the 2 avatars on either side. Oh, this is awesome. Okay. And we'll mess with the. Okay. Back to the Utwig. Let's take a look at our devices here. So if so these things are supposed to. You're just gonna make a noise. That's all I have to do. And look, it looks different, right? Hey, just out of curiosity.
Greetings, Cap. The analysis reads as follows. Subject, Ultron device. Data, the Ultron is partially functional and we can detect energy emission from the device. We suspect that the unit requires additional minor repairs before achieving full functionality, and at this time we cannot make an assessment of its capabilities. Summary, a single additional replacement part should bring the Ultron to life. That's the end of our scientist's report.
Interesting, interesting, interesting.
Farewell, Cap.
And I wish I knew what he said before I repaired both things. But let's go ahead and fix it. And second. Thank you. Cups. My dad decided to walk into my room unannounced. It's fine. Where were we?
I'm at your disposal, Captain. The analysis reads as follows. Subject, Ultron. Data. We have determined that the so-called Ultron is in fact the appendages of Dawn, described in the precursor fragment found on Rigel in 2123.
Interesting.
In the partially translated precursor text, the device is described as a mental amplifier which focuses mental energies of the holder for the purpose of discrete change. Unfortunately, human brain emanations do not seem compatible with the Ultron, nor do those of the allied species we have tested. Summary? Perhaps the Utwig who claim to understand this device can shed some light on its true function and power. That's the end of our scientist's report.
Cool!
Farewell,
I
Captain.
suppose we're heading back to the... I suppose we're heading back to the Utwig. Do-do. Do-do-do. 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 Okay. Utwig, Supax. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. We need to hit the Clyde's spawner. And head up to... is it... no. Nearly... there we go. Head up to this corner of the map, which seems to be properly related to... about where it goes in real space, which is nice. And to the Utwigs! Actually, there's maybe... there. There's lots of weeds there. Eventually we'll get there and... Do-do-do. These planets rotate fast. Say hi to the really sorry people.
You have arrived at a most inopportune time.
Oh, sorry.
Collectively, our species is dealing with a great remorse. Nevertheless, in order to foster a spirit of interspecies goodwill, we pull ourselves from our intense cycle of self-analysis and offer this greeting, which we hope will suffice.
Yeah,
The bomb may have been left here by mistake. We suspect that if activated, it will turn this entire planet into nothing more than an expanding mass of tiny dirt clods. The Utwig have considered carefully that perhaps it would be best to use this device to put us out of our collective misery. Although this may sound extreme, I will point out that our mishandling of the Ultron is a disaster of epic proportions. Foolish tricksters. Don't you know, the Druge tried to play that ploy on us just a few days ago. You say you have the Ultron, that you wish to return it to us. Lies! The moment our back is turned, you will sneak down to the surface of this world and deprive us of our destructive device of dignity. If you truly had our Ultron repaired to its state of perfection, you would surely take it to the proctors at our homeworld at Beta Aquarii. Speak
okay.
no more of this subject.
Okay. Beta Aquarii, we are going to. Beta, Gamma, Delta. See, I tried to find their homeworld, and I couldn't. Alpha, Beta. Oh, yeah, see, I tried to find their homeworld, didn't, so. This is the only place I knew. Okay, well, whatever. We're going to your homeworld, I guess. It's fine. We can do that. Good day, Mr. Ultron dudes. It's interesting. The Druge just tried down that a few days ago? Really? They were here? Interesting. Okay. Oh, yeah. I bet it's the blue planet. It's always the blue planet. Oh, no. No. Well, that's Treasure World. Whatever. Lots of dudes. Hi!
Just go away. Leave us to ponder our grief. Should I set my gaze upon such a sight, I might suffer sleepless nights for years on end. It is a symbol of the
come on,
collective
guys.
upward failure.
You have
It is our
this
ultimate
much
tragedy.
of...
Every divot, every crack on its surface is etched forever in my soul. Remove it from my sight, lest I purge my... Hey, that is not the devastated Ultron. It is the image of the Ultron before. A trick. A trick! Oh, I had no idea that any species could sink so low. How dare you try to manipulate me, that cheap stage prop? Why, it's not even... Hey, wait a second. It looks like... Can it be? Yes, it is a miracle. Oh, happy day. Joyous occasion. You have our eternal thanks, good Captain. You will be immortalized as the blessed figure that delivered unto us our future. We will revere your very likeness. Let me take the Ultron. Yes, I feel the link, the knowledge, and the power. It seems there is much to do. Indeed, It seems that you should proceed to the second moon of the sixth planet of Zeta
We were just
Hyena
there!
and take what you find there. We no longer have need for it. But the Ultron reveals that you will. I thank you for
Gee,
your
thanks.
part in the grand scheme. We now recover that which is ours via destiny, and proceed to perform our essential service for the universe. But wait! The Ultron throbs and whistles. Matters of significance are being relayed to our brains. Oh, it has been so long since we communicated with the Ultimate in such a manner. But slowly, the truth is revealed. Our destiny. We have been directed to join with our Supox allies and attack you.
Wait,
No, wait, that's
wait.
wrong.
What?
Sorry. We attack your enemies. The Urquan and the Gura. No, that's not quite right either. What? Oh, okay. We must strike only the black ships, only the Gura. In addition, we will grant you the boon of our Jugger starship designs, as well as a supply of trained starship commanders. Our Juggers are nigh invincible. I can also say with certainty that our allies, the Supox, will give you the same assistance. Together, we shall defeat the Core R, or at least provide you with a few more months to find a more permanent solution. Now, Captain, we must leave to prepare our battle fates. Wish us luck.
Good luck! Kicked her ass. Yeah! Yes! Yes! Awesome! Okay. I would, however, like to just visit your homeworld, you know, because I haven't been there yet. And homeworlds usually have exposition, which is what I must have.
It is the legendary Earth Captain. A grand celebration is in order. We prepare now for the festivities.
Music changed,
Many will
I think.
bow before you and offer their profuse thanks. Proceed now to our main spaceport, and then on to the parade. A 2-week celebration of great thanks
I
will
don't have
begin.
time for 2 weeks of...
Joy. What? You are too busy? Alas. Perhaps another time. Even as I utter these words, the combined military resource of both the Atwig and the Supox proceed toward Horology to intercept the Koran. Besides the importance of our efforts, the Ultron indicates all futures, which include our survival, are contingent on the actions that you now take. Even now,
okay.
we acclimate to the great power of the Ultron, but are overwhelmed with the resources that the Ultron offers. In effect, we have grown rusty in its use. As soon as we regain our proficiency, we will be able to accommodate all your requests.
Interesting.
The prognosticating harmonics of the Ultron reveal a truth. We, Atwig, have done all that can be done to aid you. Our tasks must now be confined to directing the many channels of causation. Feel confident that we are using the Ultron to this end.
Okay.
You ask a question that I hesitate to answer. You see, normally at this point I would don the mask of rampant jubilation and jumping with ecstatic glee. This mask is seldom worn, for few events merit its complexity. Since I do not currently possess this mask, let me just say that the Ultron is everything it could ever possibly be, and more. Even now, I sense that your curiosity is piqued to an extreme. You wish to ask more questions.
Sure.
However, these questions are probably best left unasked. It is through the potent yet harmonious force of the Ultron that I will now cause you to drop the subject altogether. It is as the Ultron wills.
It's
So
funny.
be it. We bid you the very
We're not going to
best
give
luck.
you any voice option
Although it is
chats
true
because
that all
we're
possibilities
going
can
to.
be realized through proper utilization of the Ultron, we are as yet deficient operators of this grand device. We will, however, make a best attempt to help you from afar.
Thank you. Goodbye. we're going to your, to the two boxes. No, we're moving to attack! Go, 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 go! First we're going to say Hydra, though. Because... reasons. Pick up our bomb that we're finally going to get, and we're going to... I suppose we're going to fall into this well and...
Suddenly, I'm overcome with embarrassment. I possess the distinguished honor of addressing the legendary Earth Captain. Please excuse my lack of proper facial appliance. This occasion ideally calls me to don the expression of ultimate gratitude. Eesh. I am compelled by the forceful emanations of the Ultron to describe the appearance of the mask. Its foundation is composed entirely of a matrix of beetle secretions and fubofern, in an intricate and complex texture.
Okay.
The process is extremely time-consuming, since even the best-trained beetle colonies will produce 1,000 rejects for every successful foundation. Alas, it will be many years before any of the Epic will be able to wear such a mask.
Sure.
Indeed, we are in the process of
Might as well go
reacclimating
through
our
options.
brains to its microwave gyrations. Even now, we are compelled to implement a plan of interference, thwarting the goals of the Korra. We sense, through the influence of the Ultron, that these creatures of evil have goals which are mutually exclusive with our existence and your own. Even now, aided by the
That's
intangible
hilarious.
guidance of the Ultron, we formulate a plan that will serve to preserve the diversity in the galaxy. We prepare an armada composed of the collective might of both the Utwig and Supok's forces that will pursue the invaders with the intent of foiling their plan of doom.
Sounds good.
Your request is within our capabilities. One moment. Emanations from the Ultron. Orange, furry air breathes tender yawns.
What?
Yes, it all becomes clear now. You must do something with the Great Bomb.
You guys might be
The
friends with
precursor
the...
relic we kept at Zeta Hyades 6.
Yes, we're going there.
It seems that this bomb must be, eaten? No. Hugged? No. Improved. That's it. The bomb must be improved to fulfill its final destiny.
Alright.
There is much for us to do. May the Ultron be with you.
May the Force be with you, okay. Okay, so they have the Force. Okay, that's nice. That's interesting. Alright, first, okay, so, we have to improve, well, to pick up the bomb, and then we have to do other things with it or so. But I think what we shall do is go ahead and it's time that we take a break, so we'll go ahead and take a break. And great, here. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video where we pick up the bomb and then do something with it or something along those lines. Talk to y'all later.